Yeah, there is some recent stuff, but it's great to see this porthole back into history
sure,
that
yeah.
that you were willing and able to share with us from like.
Well, I got one on that side from 1976.
That's the earliest one here today.
Yeah, from 1976 from Yor McCalkin and from Hot Tuna.
We'll get over there, and I can't
Till
wait
now,
to open
till-
the stories.
Till May. This one is
Because yeah, this is the newest one with the celebration of the
his bass that he
coming
got
back.
recovered.
What was the name of it?
The Dragon bass.
And it was the same wood as this bass. I mean, that guitar.
Exactly. It's a Doug Irwin guitar, and he lost it at a riot in a European concert in 1975, and he hasn't seen it since then. Till a few months ago, and this was its public debut at this Bottle Rock show, Moon Alice show, they did in Napa in May. So, you know, really, the body of work spans like 37 years or so, 38
And the
years.
inlay is
Yeah, if you look at it closely, if you look at the
unbelievable.
top of the guitar, it's the same as Jerry's guitar. Well, you can't see it there.
and they say it's from the same piece of wood.
Yeah, the same block. That's what he said.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I spoke to Pete about
So
it.
that's why you put them here. You show such great integrity
I
in
try
your
to
whole
make
presentation.
things
I love it,
work
Bob.
together. Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to get at. How you arrange the show? You seem to have a certain story to tell, and,
Well, there's
a series of chapters. Could
There's
you
a
go
method
through
to the
some of these
madness.
with us?
Sure, there's a
Yeah.
method to the madness. So things like this here, you're right, like Phil Lesh at his home. I mean, you know, people can photograph concerts all the time and get in the audience, but to get the access to your favorite band, to come to their home and sit in their living room and spend the afternoon there photographing them, that's special. And that's the kind of access that I got for a few people like Phil Lesh and Bob Weir and Mickey Hart, getting to go to their homes, and even in Bob Weir's case, being invited to stay for dinner.
All right.
So as long as you behave yourself, you'll get invited back, you know.
But before we move on this way, I got to ask, who?
Exactly. That's one of my favorite shots. It's remarkable. It's so crisp and clear, and there was so much movement going on there at Giant Stadium back in '89. It's incredible.
And what great memories a lot of us have
John
when we see John.
Yeah, John Cipollina. This was at the Lone Star Cafe in New York, which is where I'm from, New York, and seen a lot of shows there. And Cipollina played there a lot with Nick Gravenides, or he played there with Zero. And this was another night one of many nights he's played at the Lone Star, and he's a real nice guy. Yeah.
Wow. What great memories you can share.
Look at Phil Lesh, 73 going on 53. Would you believe this man?
And half of it is the style of parenting he chose. That seems to be coming right through,
Well,
showing through. What a harmonic vibration.
Yeah, he's playing with his children now, almost every night. I mean, this is just from a few months ago, from last April.
And this is the most recent, you said.
Yeah, that's from May at the Napa.
And some of these other stories, that's the old Sweetwater.
Exactly,
stage.
the long departed Sweetwater, and you know, with the tapestry and the Charlie Deal toilet seat guitar up here. About the shot is this was with a new wide-angle lens I had, and to get the whole David Nelson band, including John Molo and Mookie, to get everybody visible in the same shot is very hard. You know, there's always like something in the way. You know, a microphone stand, a person. So, and it really captures the ambience of the place that no longer exists.
Thank you for saving this for me. And
Jethro Tull. Love Jethro Tull. So that show, I was like 19 years old, and I just had a ticket to the show. I had to sneak my camera in. I didn't have any kind of official access. So during the show, I had great seats. I didn't want to be too obvious, but this moment was happening. I just hopped up on my seat, bang, 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 and got that. It's been one of my favorite shots since then, since '78. I grew up with that photo on my wall. You know.
Fun. Yeah, '69 is when I saw him in.
Really?
Devonshire Downs, the backlit. I learned so much about stage lighting that night.
Man.
But you do have some great stage shots. But there's Jocko. Where was that?
That was at the Beacon Theater in New York with his band Weather Report.
Remember?
Yeah, with Wayne Shorter there in the background. And I wasn't familiar with Weather Report at the time. My friend had an extra ticket, good seats, and he said, "Come check them out. They're really good." I'm like, "Okay, I'm open-minded. Let's go." I was like, "Holy crap! My little brain wasn't 20-year-old brain wasn't quite ready for Weather Report."
His bass solos. Were
Yeah,
just
it was
amazing.
not. There's nobody like Jocko, or nobody ever liked Jocko.
Yeah, right. And
this is one of my favorite recent shots. This is from last year at the Sweetwater, the new Sweetwater. And, you know, to get a kind of an action shot like that with Bobby leaning forward and Jackie tilted back, I mean, it's just rocking. But these are the kinds of things that if you blink, look the other way, look down at something, you miss a moment like this. And there are plenty of moments I missed where I wasn't able to get it in time, but there were plenty of moments that I was able to get that I was anticipating. So.
They seem to become more improvisational as you watch great improvisers.
Right. I mean, I have to kind of go along with it, so it helps to be familiar with the music. And
doesn't it? Yeah. Amazing. And great old camp Win a Rainbow.
Yep, great old Hugh Romney, a.k.a. Wavy Gravy. Yeah, he really liked this shot. He used it as his profile picture on Facebook for a long time, which, you know, to me it's an honor, you know, when somebody does that, you know, a musician or somebody I photographed decides to use my photo for their profile picture, because, you know, it's a statement. It's like they're representing themselves. And
great point, Bob.
Ah, now this is when the Grateful Dead played in a hash bar in Amsterdam. So this is probably my favorite Dead show because it was just so unique. And I was traveling in Europe on their tour, but this show was like an unannounced show they played in Amsterdam. So I went on a whim to Amsterdam, and there was, written in handwriting, Grateful Dead Tonight.
Wow.
And that was the moment.
It shines through.
Yes.
The red passion. And
well, Fergie, Black Eyed Peas isn't really my kind of music, so, you know, I'm kind of a
that's
fish out of water, you know, shooting a show like that. But nonetheless, you know, she's a dynamic performer, as you could see.
And there is something about her style that can be put in with classic expressions.
So I just went off to the backstage. Backstage at the Fillmore. You notice Jack Cassidy here from Hot Tuna.
Right,
Yorma was in the room. Bob Weir was in the room. And me. So I just sat there very, you know, like a fly on the wall.
Learning how to become camouflage.
Like I did that here with this shot with the Grateful Dead, you know. Here I had the access backstage to roam around. So I saw they were getting ready to go on stage. So I went up the stairway ahead of them and waited. And I figured maybe I'd grab a quick shot of them walking by. But they wound up stopping at the top of the steps and congregating. And as you can see, they don't even notice me. They're relaxed. Billy Kreuzman's leaning back. And I was about as far away as I am from you with a 20mm lens. Click, 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 and then walk away.
And when I see this one, I can't help but say, the eyes have it.
All right, the eyes have it. In another one from this series, Gordon is picking the nose of that sculpture. Has his finger right up the nose, do it like this, because, you know, they're clowning around.
Great. Yeah. This one?
Yeah, that's Bob Weir. That's at his street, on his street. The day I did a photo shoot at his house. We went down. I walked down the street with him holding that guitar. He had his daughter on his shoulders and picking blueberries or berries on the street, going to the end of his street to do that shot.
Wow.
That was a
great intro. Great intro.
I rarely ask to be in a picture with the people that I'm taking pictures of, but for Jerry Garcia, I went the extra mile, and my wife took that shot.
Wow.
A great day at Laguna Seca with Jerry. I used to draw and paint a lot too, so this is a drawing I did when I was about 20 years old of Jerry through the years.
Great way to catch your memories.
Yeah.
Beautiful shots. What a rainbow of personalities like you introduced this whole show with.
Yeah, I gave kind of a
composite.
I just call that the montage.
And it's the spirit of the show. It's so many angles of so many great lives.
Right, and colors and all together, blending together.
Styles. Well, I can't wait to see that the earliest photo over here of Yorma.
Yeah, that's the other side. In a concert, my first time backstage at a show, a friend of mine had an extra pass. So I managed to just walk in the dressing room and get some great shots of Yorma before the show. And as this is from '76, I also have a shot taken like 35 years later of Yorma. And in between, we became friends and slept over his house. He's made breakfast for me, grilled coffee beans for me on his frying pan.
Oh, wow, great.
You know, drove with him to the show and carried his guitar and all that.
He's the epitome of if you want something done, ask a busy person to do it.
I mean, I love the Grateful Dead, but following close on their heels are Hot Tuna and Yorma.
They were always in action. Always in action. Yeah. And look at that great stage shot. Well, you have a couple put together.
Yeah, well, here I put these for a
arranged.
reason. This is, you know, the Grateful Dead, 1979 at Red Rocks. And here's the current incarnation, a further many years later at the Sweetwater, just earlier this year.
There is so much integrity in the show.
You know, there's a certain...
Nothing is missing.
Oh, I love that with the hand. That
Yeah, it's
juxtaposition is
wonderful.
just-
And here's a chance over here to see it, that
action.
hand in action, yeah.
Yes, talk to the hand. Radio City Music Hall. Yeah. Terrific. And yeah, Phil again at his home with his young pup, Althea. Yorma, recent
Wow.
Yorma. Oh, he's amazing. So Ray Manzarek here, one of the last shows that he did at the Sweetwater last November. He recently passed away, unfortunately, with Michael McClure, the beat poet, and Bob Weir leaning in. Just another moment that if you look away for a second, it's over, it's gone.
I can't believe that Yorma color.
In Yorma still at the Fillmore, legendary venue, legendary guitar player. Yep. So, and that's
Mickey Hart.
Mickey Hart and Phil Lesh at the Red Rocks again. I can't believe I went to all these shows.
Thank you so much for remembering them for us, too.
Thank you. Wasn't for the good thing I have the pictures. I might not remember them either. All right, thanks
Thanks
you very
again, Bob.
much.